Welcome to Built on Faith Homestead or Leaving Egypt, depending on which video platform you prefer to watch your content on. My name is Justin, and in today's video, let's discuss the beef cattle shortage here in the United States. Some of you might be thinking, well, there ain't no beef cattle shortage. Well, according to the American Farm Bureau Federation, there absolutely is. As of February of this year, the cattle herd number, as reported for the entire United States, was down to a 1951 level. So what are the implications of having the same amount of cattle in the United States today that we had in 1951? Well, according to a quick Google search, you're going to find that in 1951 the population was somewhere right around 154 million people. That's a ballpark number. It's like 153 million something or another, right? And today you're looking at a population of right around 330 million-ish people. And so when you put those numbers together and you begin to think about it, having the same amount of cattle we have today versus having that same amount of cattle in 1951, there would have been a lot more beef available to the individual. But percentage-wise, there's a lot less beef available to you and I today, which is going to do what? It's going to cause the price at the grocery store to continue to go up. When you couple that with the fact that world leaders, with the UN and the WHO, and even governmental leaders within the United States have had this kind of constant attack on beef, right, or on cattle, and saying that they're contributing to global warming and all of these kinds of things, the prices of raising cattle are just going to continue to go up. The difficulty in raising cattle, not being able to get maybe even simple over-the-counter medicines for them that you used to be able to get, such as antibiotics that you're not able to anymore in the United States. Now you have to go through a vet to get those antibiotics. Things like that is going to only increase the cost, which is only going to increase the cost to you at the supermarket or at the grocery store. Now, I don't mean to scare you, right? You ever heard the term, don't be scared, be prepared? That can apply to this. So you may not be able to raise your own cattle. The cattle in the picture in the background were not mine. Those are my father-in-law's cattle, right? You may not be in a position to raise your own cattle, but maybe you're in a position to help those around you that maybe can raise their own cattle. Maybe they've got a little bit of land. Maybe they've got an area where they can raise them, and then you can go in and you can help with that, or you can buy your cattle from them, because the truth of the matter is, or buy your beef from them, the truth of the matter is you're going to pay as much or more at the grocery store more than likely than you're going to pay an individual farmer. And if you can pay that money to an individual farmer, what's going to happen is they're going to keep more of it, more than likely. So there is a way to help your situation, but the plain and simple truth is we're probably looking at famines in our future. Not just with beef cattle, but with everything. And you say, well, Justin, why would you say that? That seems like a hard change. Yeah, well, because quite simply, the lower cattle population is not going to help feed the world. It's just not. You know how much more rice and beans you have to eat to get the same nutritional value from a little piece of meat? Right? So, understand that we are looking at famines, which will cause then sickness because people will be malnourished. Well, the Bible tells us these things are going to happen. The Bible tells us there's going to be famines, there's going to be sicknesses, there's going to be pestilence all around the land. These things are all known to be true according to Scripture, and now our secular world is predicting them as well. Why? Because they can't help but understand what is on the horizon. Whenever you understand we have the same amount of cattle in the U.S. today that we had in 1951, it should wake your eyes up to the reality of the world that we are living in. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next video.